Fuck that. 8 doobies to the face. Fuck that. 12 bottles in the case, nigga. Fuck that. 2 pills and a half weight, nigga. Fuck that. Got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Man, that's where my nigga tripping off that shit.
I didn't expect it to be cold here. That was really crazy and stressful. I hate cold weather even though I'm in New York. And it's funny because in the hood, in the States, we'll say, oh, it's hotter than Africa. And really, it's cold in Johannesburg in South Africa. But it's interesting because as an American, you grow up and you learn in school, but you really don't know that much about the world. It's true. Americans are pretty ignorant to the rest of the world. And a lot of people that I knew were like, oh, they're going to be like Africans and dashikis and like, it's going to be like desert. And I mean, I had spoken to other friends who obviously had been here and know more about the culture, and they're like, no, it's totally different. It's extremely diverse, and there is a lot of money, but then there is a lot of poor people. So I think coming here was a culture shock for me because in one sense, I'm amazed to see all these things I've never seen before, but then on the other hand, it feels so similar. Like certain areas felt like I could have been in Arizona. Certain areas feel like this basketball game, it feels like I'm in Harlem right now in New York City. So it's cool to see that we're different, but then we're actually like there's so many similarities. It's crazy. I think that it's interesting to see a culture that I've always known as very New York and very American, to come here and see similar styles happening, but everyone here is doing their own thing with it. Like they have their own spin on it. It's involving their culture, it's involving their history. So it's really cool to see how Joburg's made it their own. For me, as someone who's prided herself on always being true to my, to who I am, like true to being my spirit, I haven't followed necessarily other girls' paths. I'm like a tomboy, I'm always surrounded by boys, and I feel like for me, who's someone who's like in her own world, I've been able to create a successful career just on being myself and following my heart. And I feel like, if the people here continue to do that, mixing in, their culture and not being too Americanized and trying to be, what's happening in New York or LA, I think that there's a power here. There's so much power in, really being true to who you are, where you come from, your culture. I think all of those things, because no one can imitate it, like if someone in New York wanted to be like, oh, I'm, Joburg style, it's never gonna like be authentic as it would be here. So I think that I see it really flourishing because there's so many interesting artists, there's really great music, and I feel like if it still keeps within, their world, I feel like it's gonna be a powerful movement.
Whoa, whoa.